Hey y'all, I went ahead and partnered with the good guys over here at Epic Water Filters. This is one of their pure pitchers. Now they do have two other items. They do have a under the sink filter, and then they also have a water bottle that filters as well. These are really good filters. They eliminate odors and chlorine aftertaste for a crisp, flavorful hydration. Each filter removes 200 plus contaminants. Once again, like fluoride, forever chemicals, lead, microplastics, things that's in our water, and it's just not good. Now, this is a long lasting filter. Each filter produces about 150 gallons of fresh water. So about around 3 to 4 months of use. So it really is good. Get a lifetime warranty, 100% satisfaction guarantee with a full refund if you do not like it. So you do have a warranty with it. Also, this pitcher is BPA free. So you know how some plastics have chemicals in it. This is BPA free, so you don't have to worry about any chemicals in the plastic. So this is a really good pitcher as well. Also, Epic Water Filters, they're a small business on a mission just to reduce the use of plastic. And not only that, if you're planning on going on a camping trip, you can take this pitcher with you, fill it up with some water, it'll filter it for you. You don't have to worry about buying any water bottles. Other than that, the link will be in the description below. Once again, shout out to Epic Water Filters for sponsoring the video. Let's get back into the video.
All right, so today we are doing multiple things, but right now this video is about this tensioner idler pulley right here. It's making a sound. I just replaced this and it still made the same sound. I had just bought this car. It has I bought it with 188,000 miles on it, and it's in tip-top shape, to be honest. Almost. I gotta do my transmission fluid. Let's give y'all a rundown before I get into the video. Normally I don't talk as much, but I gotta do my transmission fluid, waiting on my pan to come. It'll be here Monday or tomorrow. As y'all see these videos, I normally drop my videos like 2 videos a month or 1 video a month or something like that. But transmission, I changed my, this is a 4-wheel drive system also. So I did change my transfer case system, or transfer case as well. I got a video for that. So I'm changing right here my idler pulley. I already changed my my tensioner pulley, which is just automatic adjustments. So I'm going to get this belt off and show y'all what sound it makes. It makes the exact same sound as when it's running. It's a squealing sound continuously, and it's definitely this idler pulley. So yeah, I got some videos for y'all, but let me stop talking and I'm gonna show y'all the rest. So it should not make this sound here. It should not make that sound. Should be something like that. Should spin a little bit, but should be something like this. So not this. Now I should have cut the car on to show y'all, but just checking stuff. I already checked this stuff. I cleaned the things and everything. Just make sure stuff isn't wobbling. Now I could move this so I have better clearance, but I don't need to. Let's see. There's a little wobble to this one. It's okay. But the sound isn't coming from here. But that eventually will need to be replaced. But notice there's no sound. But obviously this one. Takes a 13mm. It's using a 1/2 so I don't have to move anything. So it's still making the sound. Now it's better because the idler pulley was an issue, but not the main issue. I got a belt off Amazon. I think I explained it in my next scene. I don't know why I bought this belt off Amazon. Normally I get really quality parts, and I had to order off Rock Auto. I got me I forget what the name of the belt was, but I got me a different belt, and the noise went away immediately. But once again, the idler pulley did need to be changed. It should not make that sound. I think I've said that multiple times, but it should not be making that sound. It means the bearings are bad. When I was shaking it up here and there, the bearings were bad, so that did need to be replaced. But at the end of the day, it ended up being my belt. So some WD-40 on it. So hopefully, if anything at this point, it's going to be the belt. So I'm going to have to get another belt. It didn't make that sound. It didn't make the sound that it originally does. It just starts squealing. So that is fixed. The idler pulley did need to be changed. But if it's still making a sound now, it's definitely going to be the belt. That's a brand new belt, but that's what it has to be. Everything else is perfectly fine. I put my ear down there. I only hear it from the left side, which is this side right here. Specifically, the passenger side. I don't hear anything from this side. I don't hear anything. I'm hearing it coming from this side. And it could possibly be the belt. Now, what it's doing now, it's auto adjusting, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. But if anything, it's going to be the belt. So, other than that, that's how you replace the auto. That sound. All right, y'all. So it did end up being the belt. I do have the new belt on. It's the Continental belt. This is this one right here. For the 3.6 liter for the Dodge Ram, Chrysler, Jeep, all the good stuff. This is the part number right here. I got the old belt in there. As you see, this belt is really just fully rubber. I want to pull it out a little bit, but it's definitely noticeable. I'm gonna get it right there. Like there isn't. That's the reason it was squeaking. So I did replace the tensioner and the idler pulley. Those did need to be, I believe only this one needed to be replaced, and I think the tensioner should have been good still. But this car does have 190,000 miles on it now, or 189,000 miles on it now, so it's best to go ahead and replace it in the first place. But yeah, once again, this is the belt, and as you see, the rib is just better quality. I did get this belt off of eBay. Not sure why, honestly. I normally go, well, I know why. When I was looking for this belt, I'm like, belt prices definitely went up. This belt would have been like $50 in AutoZone or O'Reilly's. The normal belts are like 40, 50 bucks. I got this off Rock Auto for $20 plus shipping, which was like $23. So I'm not a cheapskate or anything like that. I just try to get the most out of my money. So this belt cost me 21 bucks if I'm not mistaken. Once again, you can go get this same belt. If not, you got the Gates belt, which is just as good as this. Same stuff. I think it's like literally like $45, $50. When I have a video on my Dodge Charger, I got the Gates belt, which is phenomenal. I got that belt for like $12. I don't know what happened to prices, but the prices of a rubber belt or polyester belt, I mean, or it's called this EPDM belt. I know I'm going on a rant right now, but it's crazy how prices of belts went up this much. Once again, I did go off Rock Auto here and see the Rock Auto belt stop. I mean, the car stopped making a sound immediately. So let's go ahead and cut the car on real quick so I can show y'all. So if you did replace the tensioner and the idler pulley, and you check and make sure the rest of your pulleys and your pulleys are good, then it's most likely 10 times out of 10 going to be the belt. And that's exactly what I thought. So yeah,